The Chuan Park is going to launch at almost 1,000 per square foot, higher than surrounding resale projects. So the key question is, what is the safe entry price for you? In today's analysis, I'll dive deep into the layouts, price breakdowns, and which unit types you should consider or avoid. A bit of background on Chuan Park. It's a 99-year leasehold development by Kingsford, located less than a minute from Lorong Chuan MRT, with TOP expected by the end of 2028. Chuan Park is within 1 kilometer of 5 renowned primary schools and 3 international schools. The next important thing we want to look at is the total number of units for different unit types. Chuan Park will have a total of 916 units ranging from 2 to 5 bedrooms, and from this chart we can see that the most unit types are the 2 and 3 bedrooms, which in my videos I will emphasize in these 2 and 3 bedrooms because of the number of units that are available. So why is this important? Because by understanding the supply in this development, we will then be able to make the right choice in terms of which units we can focus on, in terms of their price and the size. Now the most pressing question, so how do we determine the safe price to enter? Which is why I will be using these two projects as an example to illustrate this to you. Riverfront Residences launched in 2018 and Evergreen Park launched in 1995, which is a side-by-side project and has a 23 years of age difference. Now let's look at the price. This owner in Evergreen Park bought at 666 PSF and Riverfront Residences owner bought at launch day price of 1,193 PSF, and that is a price gap of 80%. Now let's look at how the two projects performed. This unit at Evergreen Park was purchased at 825,000 and sold on September 2024 at 1.23 million, with a profit of 405,000, which is a 49% gain. As for Riverfront Residences, a unit was bought at 1.323 million, sold in November 2023 at 2.05 million with a profit of 727,000, and that is a 55% profit. So even if the Riverfront unit was purchased with an 80% higher in per square foot price difference, plus the 23 years age difference, the owner of Riverfront still earned 6% higher. I will now compare Chuan Park to its immediate neighbour project, the Spring Bloom. The difference in age is even wider at 29 years old as the Spring Bloom was launched in 1995. The Spring Bloom has recently been transacted at 1,588 PSF and is based on the earlier example of Riverfront Residences and Evergreen Park with a price gap of 80%. I am going to show you based on this way of calculation what is considered a safe price to enter in Chuan Park. If it's launched at 2,500 PSF, you will enter 58% higher than the Spring Bloom. If 2,600 PSF, it will be 64%, and even if it's launched at 2,700 PSF, it is at 70%, which still falls below the 80% mark. So essentially, in my point of view, I will feel that anything that is below this per square foot generally is still considered a safer price range to look at in terms of the prices. Anything above 2,800 PSF is something that you should seriously consider and not put at first priority first, which is why price is not only the most important thing. The next thing that I want to touch on is the floor plan analysis. That is the next part that you have to focus on. Now, let's analyze the different bedroom layout, starting with the 2-bedroom units available in 2 configurations, 2-bed 2-bath and 2-bed 2-bath plus study. The smallest is the classic 2-bedroom layout at 700 square feet. Most of these 104 units are inward facing and may carry a premium price. Now for our 2 plus study layouts, we have 732 square feet and 743 square feet. The 732 square feet located at these stacks, both outer and inner facing. Although this is a popular dumbbell layout, one thing that is to my concern is that the dining area will be an issue as there is no designated area allocated for a dining table. On-stay buyers will appreciate this layout more as the study can be adequately converted into a needed storage space. As for the 743 square feet, this is located in these stacks and has the outer facing. This is an interesting layout where the study is in between the room, which you can actually convert this area to create a proper dining area with a 6-seater table. This layout will allow owners to attract a bigger pool of resale buyers due to the flexibility of converting interior spaces accordingly to each buyer's liking and needs. So there is a flexibility in terms of changing with the layouts, which will in turn make it unique for future buyers who are looking for a 2-bedroom type. Next, we should look at if it makes sense to buy the 2-bedroom for rental. Let's look into the rental yield using Scala as a benchmark, with an average rental for a 2-bedroom is about 4,500. Therefore, to calculate very conservatively, Chuan Park will also command about the same price. I will provide two price matrix for the rental yield, based on 4,500 and 5,000 rental income. At a supposingly purchase price of 1.82 million, rental yields could range from 3% to 3.3%. However, given the likely higher purchase price, I recommend focusing on future capital appreciation over rental yield. So my top choice for a 2-bedroom unit would be the 743 square feet for its appeal to own-stay buyers and potential for growth in capital appreciation. Now let's move on to 3-bedroom layouts. There are 8 variations including classic, deluxe and premium. First, the 3-bedroom classic sizes are 915 square feet and 936 square feet, which the difference will just be the foyer area. Between these two, I will recommend 915 square feet due to the sizable dining and limited supply with not much differences. There is no need to pay for the extra per square foot. Next 3-bedroom deluxe will be the 3 layouts, 958 square feet, 1,023 square feet and 1,033 square feet. My top choice will be the 1,033 square feet, bigger in size, although not a premium facing, but it is a much functional layout which will also make much better sense in terms of prices as well. So let's do the price analysis on the choice for 958 square feet and 1,033 square feet, assuming the 100 PSF difference for a better facing. Hence, 958 square feet with the premium facing at 2,600 PSF will be at 2.49 million versus 1,033 square feet lousier facing at 2,500 PSF at 2.58 million. The difference will be 91,700. Lastly, 3-bedroom layouts with 2 different sizes, 1,206 square feet and 1,227 square feet. The plus points about this 3-bedroom premium layout is that all master bedrooms have a walk-in wardrobe and wider living space. The layout-wise have no significant difference, so the next thing you should consider is the preferred stack. However, based on the estimated entry price, I would not recommend you to go for a 3-bedroom premium, as the price gap to the 4-bedroom is very narrow at 100,000 or less, which you can get an extra 4th bedroom, proper walk-in wardrobe, junior master bedroom and a storeroom. However, if you have a budget constraint, just go for the 3-bedroom deluxe, as the top up from a 3-bedroom deluxe to the 3-bedroom premium of almost $500,000 for just a bigger living room and this extra walk-in wardrobe may not be very necessary. Now let's take a look at the 4-bedroom layouts. First, there are just 2 layout types of 1,335 square feet and 1,389 square feet. Limited supply with only 3 stacks. The only difference is that D1 layout has a storeroom and D2 has a bomb shelter and WC ideal for helper. So my top choice for the 4-bedroom layout will be 1,389 square feet. Lastly, 5-bedroom, only 1 stack with premium landed facing with just 22 units. The only drawback is that there is no wardrobe provided for the 2 bedrooms. The good thing is that there are 2 sinks in the master bath which are only mostly seen in luxury projects, and the size is at 1,550 square feet, which will make it more affordable for those that prefer 5 bedrooms, as most of the other developments have bigger 5 bedrooms. The whole Lorong Chuan is severely undersupplied as there are only 3 units of 5 bedrooms in the whole of Lorong Chuan area. Lorong Chuan area is also surrounded with many big landed houses, which in my opinion, there will always be people who want a single level big property to stay in. That concludes my analysis of Chuan Park. Feel free to reach out to me for a more in-depth discussion on which unit might be the best fit for you. Once again, my name is Charlene and I'll see you soon.